Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining in. So since the price of Bitcoin right now is flashing a very interesting scenario, I am pretty much sure you guys want to find out whether this price retracement what we saw after this fake out is a sign of weakness or a test of this previous temporary raise line before price starts again showing some sort of an impulsive movement, because we saw that yesterday that the price of Bitcoin was actually forming this so-called falling wedge, and falling wedge is looked as a bullish scenario. We even broke out of this resistance line. You can see this upper line area from this falling wedge was a strong line of resistance. When we broke out of it, we also saw some movement here to the upside, but all of a sudden price again showed this weakness and came back to retest the previous temporary resistance line. So now the question here is this still a bullish scenario after this price retracement towards this previous temporary resistance line? For us right now, guys, since the price is still retesting the previous temporary line, it is still considered as a bullish scenario. But if you monitor the price movement around this area, guys, this pullback is not just only a retest of this previous temporary line, but we could be forming another bullish scenario, which is known as descending broadening wedge. Let me show you that here. So now, before I talk about this descending broadening wedge, guys, if you haven't destroyed that like button, please do it right now. It's only going to take you a second of your time. And also for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So now, looking at this again in a 4-hour time frame using this scenario, which is known as descending broadening wedge, you can see, guys, the price of Bitcoin, this pullback or this retracement what we saw yesterday or today, this is still looked as a bullish scenario. So that's why, guys, that's why this pullback here along with this descending broadening wedge, a bullish scenario, could be playing out right now here in the immediate short term. So that's why if this is going to be this descending broadening wedge, as you can see, the price of Bitcoin, if it manages to break out of this resistance line, the upper line area, and flip it into support, then you can see our first price target is definitely going to be around this point B area, and this point B again you can see is around 43,800 to 44,000 price range. So this here is our immediate short-term price target for Bitcoin. So that's why if this both bullish scenario wants to play out, right, and also continue this movement here to the upside, then we have to hold this support around this 42,000, and by doing so we could be again trying to break here to the upper duration towards this 44,000 price range. And now let's look at this price action in a daily time frame, because in a daily, now before I switch into other chart, I just want to make you guys aware that we have up to $8,700 crypto exchange bonus available for you. The only thing you have to do is to sign up using my ref link, and after your initial deposit, you will be eligible to claim this $4,600 bonus. So if you are an experienced trader, if you want to take advantage of this market volatility, the link is provided in the description down below, so feel free to check it out. Now let's switch the chart. I want to talk about this very important market cycle, because according to this Wyckoff's market cycle, we were actually looking around this range in two different ways. First one, as a redistribution phase, just like as shown here in the example, right? Redistribution phase where the price of Bitcoin shows this fake out and start this actual downtrend. And the second is an accumulation phase from Wyckoff, because in an accumulation phase, price does shows this more of a range bound type of scenario before breaking it to the upper duration. And now we want to find out whether this is a redistribution or an accumulation phase, because for this to play out as a redistribution phase, the price will be right breaking the support also around this 42,000 range, right, and slowly continue this rally towards this lower line area. And if that is going to happen, I mean the price fails to find support around this 42,000, then this could be actually looked as a redistribution phase from Wyckoff, where the price of Bitcoin is going to start this new movement only after following this or forming this actual new accumulation phase in this way. So that's why for us, if this is not going to be a redistribution phase, right, then we have to remain above this 42,000 support at any cost, because breaking below this support line will clearly indicate a sign of weakness and also potential lower price target. And in that case, for our month of April, we could be looking around this CPI price target, and this CPI price target is somewhere around 39,000. As you can see, this red line here, and this is our first monthly S1 support line, which is lying around 39,000, and this could also be looked as a potential price target once we fail the support around this 42,000 range. And beside this, guys, beside this, let's also have a quick look at this price action in a weekly time frame, because in a weekly the price of Bitcoin is still holding its ground around this 42,000 range. So if the price of Bitcoin still wants to show any sort of a bullishness, then we have to remain above this 42,000, because this 42,000 could be a retest of this previous temporary resistance line, this neckline here in a weekly time frame. So as long as we are going to remain above this 42,000, I strongly believe the price of Bitcoin could still show some sort of a bullishness. But failing to find support above this 42,000 here in a weekly time frame, right, that will indicate the price of Bitcoin is now going to invalid all this bullish scenario, right, and also could be forming this so-called redistribution phase, just like as shown in an example, heading towards this new accumulation phase, and only after that we are going to start this new mark-up phase for Bitcoin. So these are some of the interesting scenarios that I wanted to share with you in today's quick update. And also, before I conclude this video, I just want to make you aware, if you haven't followed me on my Twitter account, it's Crypto Anup. Feel free to follow me there, because as you can see, I like to give you short update and also regarding this price movement, what we are seeing right now. So if you want to follow me there, the link is also provided in the description down below. So guys, this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this video was helpful enough. If that's the case, then please hit the like button, and also for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.